Okay, so I'm getting my stuff together because they are relentlessly trying to go with this shit. This don't make no damn sense. So they are going. The Lord already let me know they was gonna have gang members trying to shoot me and kill me in the streets because this don't make no damn sense that they did this to me in their houses and that they're gonna try to kill Jim McDougal. If I need somebody to come out here to America, and you're gonna have to come with a vengeance to come and get me and bring this investigator to whoever they trying to hide all this from. And to all the black men out there, I pray you don't kill me, but you know, this is ridiculous, and I'm not finna keep standing around people that's plotting this shit. So, hell no. So let me finish telling y'all. So basically, the lady, I actually need to brush my teeth, but so they took me into the club. Now I was damn near completely flat when they brought me into the club, and all the black girls was up in there trying to spread their legs all wide on the stage, and they were trying to make me jealous of girls that's actually jealous of me. And then they was all trying to look to see if I was small enough for them to get away with having done these guerrilla starvation war tactics on my pregnancy. This is worthy of death. What they did to me is worthy of the death penalty for all of them that did it, and they are Satanists. So that's the main thing that I need y'all to realize is that these murders are satanic. They are not Christians. They are Satanists. So if you can get that through your head first, then you can understand how somebody could come in and bring in some food to some pregnant woman that they done opened up, and then when she eat it, she can taste that it might be poison, and she know that they hiding her pregnancy. Come on now. And then everybody turn around and act like they don't know. So anyway, so while I was in the strip club with the girl named Barbie and Ari, I didn't know that they was having me up there, but they was not giving me no money. So I told Ari, go ahead and record me. I can use that to advertise for some escorting and get some men to pay me for my time. And they kept trying to get me not to be able to post escort ads to pay for my own time. To get men to pay me for my time so I can have food and somewhere decent where I can live and work on the evidence about them poisoning me for 10 months in the back of the goddamn Montgomery County Jail in Conroe, Texas. So I'm going to tell you, so I realized that the black men was making a spectacle of my body. And I was trying to suck it in like this. And you could tell on my pictures that something was wrong with my stomach. And I had a time frame that I was released from the jail. And I can show you. And I got the baby in me. So what do they plan on doing? Murdering me and the baby? Or stealing the baby and murdering me? What the fuck do they plan on doing? And then try to make it seem like when they was over there abusing me and terrorizing me that I'm causing a disturbance in their home. For being angry about this bullshit. I got a baby in me. Kicking and shit. And I've been carrying this baby for 2 years. So that white woman, Ingrid Chandler, is a goddamn witch in Conroe, Texas. She is a witch. She was my attorney and she is a murderer. And so is Patty Maginnis and Judge Tracy Gilbert. And the entire Conroe Police Department. And so are these African Americans. They are murderers and terrorists. And all of the Hispanics, all of America. They are murderers. And they are satanic. And they know I'm goddamn crazy. So I told them I'm leaving up out of this club. Y'all not finna be sitting around trying to make it seem like these African Americans, these other girls is so much prettier than me. Gotta make me sit over here and watch them spread their legs on the stage while y'all don't want to hand me no money. And I can post me some ads somewhere as beautiful as I am. Because I'm going to show y'all how beautiful I really am. When they ain't tearing me down and poisoning my food and my pregnancy and starving me. Because they don't want me to work on my evidence to my case. And show what they did to my life, my home, and my child, and my children. Forcing me to have to prostitute myself to them. And I'm not doing it. How can the court system force somebody to be a prostitute and a drug addict just so you could try to say she was guilty and she was not? A white man was hurting me and I'm pregnant. So you white bitches decide you want to poison me? and get my own people to do it. Pulling out guns on me. 3 times I done had black men pulling out guns on me, and it probably won't be the last because I'm pregnant and they gonna have to pay for this shit. And the black women gonna have to pay for it too. And may God bring shame and dishonor upon them for the rest of their goddamn life. And the afterlife, I pray they burn for all eternity. Gnashing teeth and every goddamn thing. Forever. Because they still trying to go through with it. They still trying to go through with it. And when I leave here, they going to still try to go through with it. They going to do anything evil that they can to try to cover up how long I'm pregnant for 2 years and the baby alive. You torturing a child. So I said, I'm leaving out of this club. I called the man and told him to come and get me because y'all ain't finna have me up in here, all y'all staring at my body like this. And I knew that they knew I was pregnant. And I knew that them Freemasons had me up in that club like that, trying to hold me out and starve me pregnant for 2 years. Well, it was going on 2 years, and the baby's still alive. And y'all thinking that I'm gonna sit around and be just being some stupid ass bitch to sit up there and be trying to pop my booty in your face knowing you ain't gonna give me a fucking dollar? And then try to say I gotta owe this old pimp nigga, Zion Hubbard's uncle. I mean her uncle, not grand uncle. Try to say I gotta give Zion Hubbard uncle $400 that I owe him $400 with me. Any money that I get, I'm gonna have to give to him. So I can't have food, and there wasn't nothing enough food in the goddamn house. It was pineapple juice in the house. And there was goddamn coffee beans, chocolate covered coffee beans. And that's what they had me eating. And I still had the $60 on me. So I tested his ass. Because I was telling him I post my own fucking ass to make my money. They was like, no. We know how to do this. And then try to take me to a club knowing them bitch ass niggas wasn't going to give me $1. Because they over there trying to kill and murder me and knowing I'm pregnant. So I said, I told him, I don't know what these other girls be doing, but I know how to make my own money as an escort man and pay me for my time. And I said, so I ain't about to be sitting up in there in no damn strip club. So I'm going to post my ass. And I said, you ain't finna be taking all my money like you pimping me. I'll pay you for whatever bills while I'm up in here. And if you can agree to that, then we good. Because I need to save some money so I can get my son. And he was like, okay. Then he tried to have sex with me. And he kept on trying, talking about come sit on his lap. And I told him, I said no, because he was in the room sleeping with Khadijah, talking about that was his girlfriend. And I told him, look. And he was sleeping, trying to be all up on Ari. So I was like, calling himself some pimp daddy. I said, no. I said, if you gonna be having sex with me, you can't have sex with no more of them other females no more. And he was like, okay, never mind. So he ain't want me. He want to be able to stick his dick in everybody. So I said, no. Who you looking for? Yeah. He not here. Okay. How you doing? I'm not too good. I hear you. So everybody knows what's going on. So I ain't with the bullshit. So I was like, what part was I on? I said, no, I'm not finna be sleeping with you. I'm not finna be having sex with you. And I said, because I ain't finna be having, he want to stick his dick in everybody. He want to be having sex with everybody. So then he came up behind me, and he got behind my stomach like this. And he started to try to squeeze my belly. And I took his hand and I said, I said, don't squeeze my belly. I said, if you want to know if I'm pregnant, just ask. And then he was trying to get me to come sleep with him. And I told him, I said, look, I'm not interested in a man. I'm trying to get my son back. So I'm not interested in being your woman. And I wanted to test him to see if he was going to try to starve me. So he brought a little black girl over there talking about let her have my dance outfit. And talking about she was going to go to the club. And he was going to make some money with her. So I was like, okay, I gave her a dance outfit right after they didn't even wash it. Took it right off of my behind. And then they wanted it the next day. I said, here, take it. And then supposedly he was going to take her to the strip club. And they left me there with Barbie. And then, but before he had the girl in the car. And then he had me in the car because they wanted us to ride to his homeboy house. Where he's sitting over there doing some interview with this nigga on the interview. And this how they be trying to get famous. Sitting over there trying to get fucking famous. Talking about you took a picture with me or you knew me and then y'all trying to get famous and then have me killed and I'm pregnant. Asking you to go places with them while they getting clout off of me. Because I'm the one everybody's studying out here. Because I shot the white man and they poisoned me and my baby's still alive and I can sing and I'm beautiful and I'm talented. You ain't gonna blood sacrifice me and my kids without me telling. And they ain't got shit going for themselves. No talent, no nothing. And stealing people lyrics and songs and all of that shit, trying to give it to these little bitch ass little girls that can't write a lyric to save their fucking life. And got the nerve to talk about you gonna give them my song. So they had me go to the interview. He was after doing some internet interview with this nigga. And they brought the Ari girl and the Barbie girl. Oh no, not the Barbie, but the other black girl. But they brought some strippers. I believe it might have been Barbie or the other girl. And then when we was going back into the house, because Kadasia and Zion was saying she got $10,000. Zion was running around. She went outside on the porch to go talk, and this how they doing. And then she come back in, I got the 10,000, so you get 10,000 to plot on me and my kids, Zion Hubbard. And she got curly hair and light skin like me, trying to make it seem like my baby can pass to your baby. Bitch, you got me fucked up. I said I ain't no goddamn surrogate. And I ain't the one to get over on. And I ain't gonna forget now one of y'all who did it. If you don't kill me, I'm not forgetting what y'all did to me. And y'all houses. And the fake ass houses. Because I don't even think these are real houses. So I'm going to tell you what else. So she come back in talking about she getting $10,000. And I'm like, for what? She talking about, some business stuff. I didn't know they was getting money for me at first. But I knew it was fishy. For her to be talking about, and they seen that I was showing y'all my stomach over there when I first came over here. So y'all been seeing my damn stomach. Go on all my videos on Andrea Antoinette Jones, on the Silk Ministry, on all my channels. And I can show you my stomach when I first got here. I'm pregnant and it's some bullshit. And so she got the money. And then he had brought me to that interview with them, but I was standing on the side, like just sitting down. And so when we was coming back into the house, he gonna ask the black girl, and they taunting and eating food in my face, trying to make me upset. And God said they gonna fall into the traps that they lay for me. So you plan on me being killed, you gonna be killed about this shit. And if you plan on my baby being killed, you're going to be killed about it. Because they're over there trying to set me up for murder. So let me tell you. So anyway, because I got to work on my evidence, but I too busy. I got to stay the fuck away from people. Since I can't work on my goddamn case without motherfucker plotting on me. Didn't want to try to listen to every goddamn word I say. Because I'm telling on these black ass motherfuckers that did this shit to me and my kids. So let me tell you about Zion. So I got the money. I had $60, and I wanted to see if he was going to offer me some food. He offered the black girl, supposedly she going to the strip club to be his hoe. So he tried, and all of these bitches was in there setting me up. They not real hoes, they Satanists. That's all they is, witches. So he asked her if she wanted some McDonald's. And I told him, because remember he offered you the little $20 at first. They try to be nice to y'all at first and all that bullshit. So I was like, I said, yeah, let me see if I could get a little $2 McDonald's out of this nigga. Because he don't know I got $60 on me. Because I told you they was trying to see if I had money to see how they could starve me and reel me in. Want to see what I got. To see if they could make me fall into the trap. So when I don't have nothing, they could go ahead and start bringing in me, starving me and shit. Or bringing me tamper bullshit. That's gonna hurt me. Or set me up to look crazy. So I said, okay. I asked him and he told me, oh yeah, I'm going to get you something. I just know she finna go to the strip club, so I want to get her something first. But then he never did bring me nothing to eat until late that night. And I realized he was trying to starve me. And when I realized that, I was calling James because James had got arrested. And I had been calling James trying to see why he pulled the gun out on me because I didn't know James was involved. I really thought that he loved me and that maybe he just, was young and being stupid. I didn't know he really was scared of me exposing what his mama and them was doing to pull that fucking gun on me, knowing that I was pregnant before he even fucking met me. I didn't know that. So now I was finna post my ads that I told the Barbie girl. She supposedly had a son and all of this old kind of stuff, and they live somewhere else, and all these females in the house plotting on me. I ain't never had no bitches take me in and do shit for me, but hate on me and try to beat me up. Or take my man. So I was like, okay, let me just see. She told me she was cool, and I told Zion Hubbard that I was about to post my ads and that I could make my own money, that I wanted to go to the studio, and she's over here plotting, trying to get $10,000 to plot on our life. And all of them was getting stuff out of it. And I don't know exactly what everybody else was getting, but I know supposedly she got $10,000 talking about she going to get her Jaguar out of the fucking garage so you can kill somebody and they baby? Or so you can have me giving birth? And y'all pretending like I never was pregnant because you starved me? And you trying to give my baby away? After you lied about me being pregnant in the first place? You know how much torture I had to endure so other people could try to get away with stealing my child? Because some wicked white women don't want to accept that I am not going to be abused. And so, she was over there telling the information, and everybody was telling the information. They was and somebody's contacting me on Facebook right now because they're listening to my phone, and I'm gonna just tell you this: I don't need no damn distractions from you sorry ass black folks. Now I see why these white folk do y'all the way they fucking do, cause y'all ain't shit, and I don't need to be taking up for y'all. I'm not doing it ever again. Next time something happen to one of y'all, I ain't gonna say shit. Because you probably had it coming. You probably just coming to collect. But anyway. So, I took the $60. I was going to finna go post. And he finally did bring me something to eat. But he brought me some McDonald's. That's what they like to do. Buy me a little tiny little thing like this. I'm supposed to be eating big old meals. I am pregnant. And so, James called me. He had not been answering my phone. His sister Jada had been arguing with me. Bitch, how dare you tell the police that my brother assaulted you? I never told the police that he assaulted me. So they trying to make it seem like they arrested a black man instead of going arresting my white baby daddy, Austin John Miller, that got 8 charges and that was abusing me. We got out of prison and my 22-month-old baby, and I'm pregnant. And instead of a black man helping us, you want to try to pretend that you was the one who did it by trying to beat me up knowing that I'm pregnant? And taking money and pay? To have somebody land in a fucking casket. And they threaten to torture me, and that's what they doing. For some white people, because they worshiping them. And this is why I said it's satanic. And they all going to hell, and they know it, and they don't care. Because they feel like, well, as long as we're getting paid right now, they don't know how serious it is. When God do come and cast their ass up in that goddamn lake, they ain't going to be talking about they was ready for that shit then. They going to regret everything they ever did to any of us for their little cars, money, and their little charges that they was trying to get dropped. And whatever rank they was trying to get with these devils. All of them. That go for all you celebrities out there too. That go for all you Americans, the entire country. And if nobody else come from nowhere around the world, it go for y'all ass too. Because if somebody don't do something about this, I will have the entire earth to myself when Jesus Christ come back. I'll be the one. And all y'all can go to hell. Somebody needs to come and help us and get us out of America because of what they trying to do to me and my kids. They over there trying to murder me and then rape my little boy. And ain't no telling, they probably done did it already, and I pray to God they didn't. But they said they was going to do it. And now look at how they torturing me. They probably did. Ain't no telling what they done to him. I don't even know if he's still alive. So then James Harris called me because we had got approved for an apartment. They wouldn't put my name on any of the apartments that we were applying for. And I see why they did not put my name on any. They claimed it was because I had an eviction. But the real truth, the reason why, they didn't want me to have any rights to the property. So that they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to do to me. Have me thrown out on the streets looking all skinny and frail with a baby that I starved. Or trying to have me arrested and drugged back into a jail or to be murdered. And saying that I didn't even live there. They've been pretending like I wasn't even living up in their damn houses when I called the police. So James called me from the Wilcox apartment that I found when I was at Beverly Raoul House. I went online on Craigslist and I found a whole bunch of deals for apartments. And he had a job, and I found a deal for $400 move-in special. And I found a whole bunch of them over there around where his mama was at. But I put my name on for them applications, and they denied them all so that I couldn't have nowhere for me to have a newborn at. And so I didn't have nowhere, so they could plot on me and have me killed. It was a whole bunch of fucking traps. Sinister, deadly traps. Deadly. My death. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not worried about it. We applied to another one from the Wilcox. They set it up because all the Americans is involved. So they set it up at the Wilcox by NRG Stadium. They made it to where it was so far by number 1 exit that I had, when I escaped, I had to walk up the highway. But LaMarcus Sanders came and got me from there. So when they approved us for the Wilcox and the leasing office was involved, all the staff members was involved. My stomach is hurting right now. All the staff members was involved. Their so-called neighbors, they didn't even move me into the real apartment that they probably gave to him. It was all a setup. All these places and shit they've been bringing me into have all been a setup. And so, Lord Jesus and Jehovah, give me the words to say that's going to help somebody understand what's going on with these goddamn murderers out here. So they brought me into this apartment with him staging altercations about other females, leaving condoms around, pretending like he done fucked them all up in the house, and telling me it was my apartment, that he loved me, wanted to marry me, then getting up and leaving and going to meet these other women and coming back and see how he could drive me crazy up in the house. To try to say that I was causing some sort of disturbance up in the home. Then he was bringing food from where these white folks was giving him the food to bring up in there. And it was tampered with. And I was showing out to here. And then he started coming and saying his brother Dominic and everybody was coming over there and trying to get me up out of the apartment. I was there for like 2 or 3 months. And then he wouldn't get a mattress. So he didn't want to have a mattress in there, just an air mattress that was falling all down. And then he was going and leaving me, telling me, oh, he coming back, and then not coming back, to try to upset me on purpose. He was having sex with me. He was having sex with me unprotected. He was giving me drugs, marijuana. And he was trying to record me getting upset. Trying to talk about he needed to try to get the charges dropped for pulling the gun out on me in the first place. And the police charged him with that shit from seeing the video. And somebody did call the police, and the police did show up when we was having an argument about this bullshit that he was doing. And one day, I asked him to take me to the Kroger so I could get some fruit. He ran off on me and wouldn't pay for it. but then brought me back some stuff that I didn't know they was tampering with at the time because I was not paying attention to it. I didn't think he would do nothing like that to me. And so he was leaving the house, coming back in and trying to start arguments, saying that his family was going to come over there and saying that I could be arrested, that I could go to jail because he had a protective order. No, I had the protective order from when he pulled the gun out on me saying that he couldn't come around me. So he was saying, well, because you're over here, you and I both could go to jail for being in contact with each other because he pulled the gun out on me and they gave me a protective order from him. And all of this is about them, my white baby daddy and everybody trying to make me a blood sacrifice for all they dumbasses. And so they can get money and shit up out of it. And get charges dropped. And I don't even know what, them the only charge I know he had, but he could have had more. So, what else, God? He was trying to record me getting upset about what the white people did. And I was going off. And I tell them to their face. So he was running off on me. And then he was trying to keep me in there with no money. And he was trying to make me prostitute myself. So that they could say I was a prostitute, a drug addict, working with different drug dealers. To try to say I was a prostitute and a drug addict. Help me now, God. And to try to keep me from having my hair done. To try to keep me from having any money. So that when they put me out there, the area was an area where they have no loitering. And the type of clothes that I wear, because I do music and stuff, and I like fashion. They try to, and I'm a model too. They try to make it seem like, oh, she walking up and down the street getting in cars with me, and prostitute try to find any reason to arrest me so they can murder me because they know that I'm pregnant. And they know I've been pregnant for 2 years. And they know that this is wrong. And they said they was going to rape my child, my little boy. And they said they was molesting him. That his grandparents is child molesters. And they was over there trying to murder me and have me killed for my baby. And she was allowing Austin to be molested in her neighborhood. And they were shooting up dope in him. And that's not her child either. And when I asked her about that, she pretended like she didn't know about that. And the Lord told me she was a goddamn witch. And then she told me. So I was walking. I needed to leave because I realized what James was doing in the house. I didn't know why he was provoking me. I figured he just wanted to join the bandwagon. You know, when somebody going through a hard time, a lot of people will punch you and beat you down and beat you down and beat you down while you going through it. But I didn't know they've been doing this for some satanic rituals my whole life. And they're still trying to do it. So I was like, you know, he just joined the bandwagon. I got up one night to go for a walk, to go to the store, to clear my mind, to keep him out of my business. Because he claimed he was trying to get his charges dropped for catching an assault with a deadly weapon charge on me. And he was telling me, his brother, he was like, oh, they coming for me. They coming for me. And trying to get his sister. He brought his grandmother down, and she's satanic. And his sisters and his mama, and they all got together plotting on how they could try to kill me to get him off of his charges. And get money. And they was all getting money. Keisha got money. Chardonnay, Jada, his mama, James, Dominic, Brenda. Everybody been getting paid. Who was involved with over there at Beverly Raoul's house. So the fact that he got a charge, he's supposed to go to jail, that didn't even matter. The police was not finna try to make him go to jail for nothing. They were trying to make sure he helped them go through with that murder of me. And they was willing to give thousands of hundreds of people charges dropped that are actually guilty to help them murder a black woman and a child. And so, help me, Jehovah. So I went for a walk because I realized he was plotting on me with the police. But I felt like it was just to get his charges dropped. I didn't know it was to try to have me murdered. But I knew that he knew that they were trying to murder me in there, and that was wrong. So I was like, you know, pulling a gun out on a pregnant woman, shit, you can get 25 years for that bullshit. So maybe he just really felt like he wanted to save himself. So I had to get away from him and start walking towards the store, knowing they were trying to set me up to be a prostitute in the area, and I did not do anything. I stayed in the house. And I started making dance videos to see if I could just start dancing. Because I was small enough. So I started walking down the street, and men just started swarming up on me. It was late at night because he had been trying to argue with me late at night. Then telling me I could stay, and then still trying to argue, and I didn't know what that was about. But I realized they want you to stay to get in trouble. Or they want you to argue and leave at a certain point where they can set you up. So I was walking down, and Lord help me explain to Jehovah. Give me the words to say. Please, Jesus. So I was walking down the street to get away from him so he couldn't hear my thoughts. So he couldn't hear it, so he can go back and tell somebody, oh, she said she finna post some ass. Oh, she said she finna do this. Oh, she said she finna go here. Oh, she finna do that. This is what they doing. And so I started walking to get away from him. I was like, I'm finna go for a walk, I told him. And then they came swarming up on me. 2-3 black men came swarming up, and I told them, leave me alone. Trying to make me get in the car with them right away. Then LaMarcus pulled up, and he seemed like he might have been a cool guy. And he was in a little white car, claiming it was Lily Morris's car. But then they ended up getting that repo. And he was like, you need a ride? I was like, yeah, just give me a ride. He seemed like a cool guy. I knew something was going on, but I didn't know just what. So I went inside of I went down the street with him to a little gas station that was right there at the McDonald's. So they kept putting me in areas where there wasn't a whole lot of stuff around, where I would have to walk a long distance to get to somewhere where they had tampered with everything in the fucking store. And I didn't know that either, because they was telling me I couldn't come and even order anything from McDonald's because I didn't have a car. So they were saying I couldn't go through the drive-thru to get no food. And they wouldn't let me come through the lobby to get nothing. So everything I ate had to come from James. And he was over there plotting on me. So anyway, I told the man, LaMarcus gave me $20 at the gas station. And he was not the first man I met. I met football players. They tried to bring me to a hotel. And when I didn't come with them right away, all of a sudden they didn't want to see me no more. You know, and the men bring me into these apartments, try to give me drugs, and try to just plot on me. So when I realized that, I need to get independent. I was talking